And I remember thinking, there is no place in this art form for me. And then I saw that Judy Tenuta was coming. Did you know that the gayest comedian of the 1980s was a straight woman with an accordion? This is a request from Honey LeBronx, a very great drag queen, but she asked for me to tell you guys about Judy Tenuta. Back in the 1980s, there was a stand-up comedy explosion. Stand-up comedy was everywhere, but it was like 85% male. And the women that we had were all adorable little ladies in cocktail dresses. Now, yes, did 75% of them turn out to be lesbians in their 40s and 50s? 100%. But none of them were able to talk about that as part of their act. The person who was doing the queerest stand-up comedy was a straight Italian lady from Chicago named Judy Tenuta. Judy Tenuta was a love goddess, and she came out in like flowing garb with like weird fabric coming off of her shoulder and a flower in her hair, an accordion, and was alternatively speaking in like fluttering, vibrating voice, and then sometimes also sounded like nails in a can.
Too lazy to commit suicide.
She was harsh. She called her audience pigs. She was constantly telling them that they would never possess her. She was playing with gender in every possible way. She was being rude and crass while also effeminate and come hither. And America fell in love with this identity. It was captivating. It was something we had never seen before. She became a national spokesperson for Diet Dr. Pepper, where she referred to the guys around her as beefy burritos.
These beefy burritos of manhood.
She was doing something that was sexual and sexless in a way that laid the groundwork for people like Sarah Sherman. People like Bianca Del Rio or Bob the Drag Queen wouldn't exist in stand-up comedy if it weren't for her. I remember when I first started stand-up comedy, I looked at a calendar at the San Francisco Punchline of the headliners who were coming through, and it was a bunch of dudes who would never want someone like me opening for them. And I remember thinking, there is no place in this art form for me. And then I saw that Judy Tenuta was coming, and I was like, that's someone I could open for. Audiences didn't always get her. The first time she went on Letterman, the laughs were sparse and a little bit weird, but comedians loved her. George Carlin, the most respected comedian on the planet, took her out as an opener. Joan Rivers took her out as an opener. And in 1988, she was named the first Best Female New Comic at the American Comedy Awards. What she had was special. It was a voice that no one had heard before, but so many people in the audience understood. Judy Tenuta broke open the gender barriers of stand-up comedy and created space for all of the women and all of the queer people. We lost Judy Tenuta a couple of years ago to cancer, but up until the end, she was making videos or singing songs about how she was kicking cancer's ass. She may have died, but she went on her own goddamn terms.